Vibration upgrade in progress. 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 Vibration upgrade at 50%. Vibration upgrade in progress. Vibration upgrade in progress. Vibration upgrade at 75%. Vibration upgrade in progress. Vibration upgrade in progress. Vibration upgrade is complete. Your messenger has arrived. The show will begin in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Initiate. Well, hello, everybody. This is Tanya Lee of Harmonia, and we are here for another edition of All Signs. What is ahead for the week ahead for January 12th through the 18th? And if you are watching or catching this live or the replay, say hello. Let me know that you're here. We are on multiple platforms, guys, not just on YouTube, but Facebook and Twitch as well. Don't be shy. Looks like I got my moderators here. Hello, Star. Hi, Isis. Welcome back. So we do have the goal. It is situated and set up only on YouTube, guys, only on YouTube. I saw a couple people put donations on Facebook. Unfortunately, I cannot see that when that happens. So please note that I do appreciate those donations that came through in the last live. But this, for the unlocking the bonus, it is only done over on the target when you are on, well, YouTube. Okay. And all we need to do is get 5 donations and we'll get an extra reading for this afternoon. So we're going to get started here. Now, interesting enough, Star mentioned that it's 1/11, right? Meaning portal day. I like to think that every day is a portal day. We have continuously the ability here to jump timelines. But when we look at the number 1, it's all about opportunities, potential. You know how me, I love numerology. But it's also a big day of manifestation when they are amplified that way, because this is the new start. I mean, look at the manifestation card here of Tarot. It's what? The Magician, right? That's card number 1. It's Magician. First, it starts with the Fool. The Fool meets the first card, which is the Magician. A Magician is all about manifestation, having all of those tools all in one. So we are also at the tail end of Capricorn season as well. And we do have a new moon at the end of the week on Sunday, and it is in Capricorn season energy. So this is also a good week here to, well, get things situated and, you know, start those journals of what you want to come. All right. Let's see what else is going on here, collective. Let's call in our guides, our ancestors, and our ascendant master spirit. If we can hone in onto the collective, whether they're live or catching the replay today, no reversals. Where or who are they on the Fool's journey? Here we go. Oh, wow. We have Sagittarius energy here. This is a week here where we're being asked to be patient. Temperance energy. This is all about alignment. But slowness, you're going to have to be grounded here, but our emotions here need to be in check. Our emotions need to be very well grounded here. And there's just, well, there's a hell of a lot going on here worldwide. So it's hard or easy to get distracted by news, things going on. But, you know, when you say, you don't feel safe, really remember the only person that can make you feel safe is you. So take those times and moments to pause, to breathe. It's very important here as well. All right, let's see what numbers are with us here this week. And pull this down a little bit because I don't, there we go. Angel numbers are here with us, Spirit. Release. 876. Let go of old patterns and beliefs that no longer serve your highest good, collective. Embrace freedom in your life. And take your time, because I feel like when people say they let go, it's like, oh my gosh, how come I can't get over this? How come I can't release this? Why is it so hard? Well, patterns come over and over and over again. And this is why people like to consider it like the lotus flower. And you think of the lotus, right? Or peeling an onion is another example, right? There's all these petals, but as it opens, as emotions come up, you're ready to release certain things. And there's a whole nother layer. There's a whole nother perception here. There's a whole nother version of you. So this is a week here where we're being asked here to, well, release. What other numbers do we have here with us? Wow. Well, this goes nicely, doesn't it? We have a 6 and a 5, which brings us to what? 11, which is the number that we were just talking about here today. All those ones when it comes in place. But 6 is, I always see this as a number of mirror work. It's about communication, it's harmony, it's cooperation, but it's facing things head on. But when you have a 5, man, that's a combination here of liberation and freedom. Don't forget, it said here, freedom, embrace freedom in your life. So liberate yourself, break free from an old version of you. Okay. Break free from an old version of you. Let's see what our challenge is going to be for this week. I'm using the Amber Tarot deck. This is a little bit of a newer deck that I'm using. All the decks, guys, you can find in the description box below. Most of these you can find on Amazon. What's a challenge here for this week? Remember, no reversals on initial story play. Oh, man, we got the Princess of Cups. The Princess of Cups. Now, she's a little bit different than a page. Okay? I like to think of this as almost like the Thoth deck. But when you have the Princess of Cup, a lot of water energy, but she has a tendency to love, be naive, have a really big heart, but also she gets her heart broken very easily. That doesn't mean that she's a bad character. It's just that she's got a young energy to her, right? She's very devoted. She can sometimes wear rose-colored glasses and really become lost in dreaming as the challenge portion of it, all right? But she's got a big heart. But this could also be an individual here who you are challenged with, okay? Some of you, it could even be your own children. How are you being supported this week? How are you being supported this week? The King of Coins, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. And that's that Capricorn energy that we're feeling, even going in with that, we're at the tail end of Capricorn season. I do feel that this individual is someone here who is not just a great provider, but gives practical advice and cares about more of the mediocre things. But this could also be an individual in your life who gives you solid advice, is always there for you. This is a person here that you would like to spend quality time with. Others of you, the support is in this nature, how you can do this for you, for yourself. Okay. There's some wisdom here that you can gain from yourself. All right, so that's our collective readings. We are now going to break into each individual sign. So how this works is you're going to want to check your sun, moon, rising, and Venus. If you're cross-watching for others, this isn't always focused on love, guys. It's general, so it has way more than just that commonplace. So make sure you are checking the love readings if that's something that you're specifically looking for. But it shows up. Not all of them, but it does show up. We're going to start off with Capricorn first. This is the last week here to celebrate you guys, but we celebrate you all the time. But happy birthday out there to my Cappies. If this is your final week before we move in, I can't believe it. We're going to be in Aquarius season soon. It's happening. It's coming. Welcome, Papa. Welcome back, Teresa. Good to see you. Did I miss anybody else? Hopefully not. Thanks, guys, for sharing. I do appreciate it. All right, Capricorn, how are you feeling going into this week? Reversals are now up. Here we go. How is Capricorn feeling? Quiet. The Ace of Swords here, reverse. I feel like there's almost this energy here of feeling at a loss for words, confusion. There's something about seeking the truth, but you're not gaining the truth. It almost is like you're a little bit of a lie detector this week. All right, let's see why you're a lie detector this week, because that says to me that it's like it's a no. You don't feel something is heavily on your mind this week, Capricorn. All right, let's see the external reason for this. What is the external reason for this? Wow, the King of Cups. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy here. So someone here, I think you're really reading in between someone's lines here. It's like you can read it. This person here does hold back their emotions, but there's something here that you feel that this person is avoiding and not speaking the truth on. I also feel like this individual is a little bit deep in the blues. I think it's someone here that typically you would have open conversations with, but you're very confused why somebody has gone quiet on you this week. All right. Let's see integration of this. Oh man, this opens up some really brutal wounds here. We have the Two of Cups here reverse. It feels like it almost feels like, you see how the cups are different here in size, right? This individual here isn't pouring in any sense here. I feel like you're either being ignored, ghosted, or you feel like something is wrong. Something's wrong with an individual here, and they have separated themselves with you, and there's confusion here because this is someone here who typically pours in, but it is triggering you. It is making you very confused as to, did I do something wrong? Let's see how you're reacting to this. Ace of Cups. Yeah, you're really upset by this. You're really upset. Someone's giving you the cold shoulder this week. And this is somebody here you're typically devoted to, talk to on an everyday basis, but something is off with this individual. They've gone quiet, but you don't understand because they're not speaking, they're avoiding. And there's something here where it's triggering some anxiety on you, anxious. Some of you have asked if there's anything wrong. This person has said, no, it's fine. I am all fine. You feel something is off. All right. What's a bigger opportunity? Because the bigger opportunity here is Temperance, which is patience. What's the big opportunity here, though, for Capricorn? He's experiencing this. All right. Queen of Pentacles. Now that's interesting. Look what we got here. This relationship, it's not going sour or anything like that. I feel that for you, this is either a family member, this could be a spouse, this could be a coworker, but someone here for you, Capricorn, this week goes quiet. But there's also an ability here to showcase your care, but not have any expectations on this person speaking up this week. All right. So I feel there's a bigger opportunity here to stay grounded, to point it out that you feel something is off. If they want to talk, they will talk, and leave it like that. Let's see where the bigger opportunity is here. What is the bigger meaning of this? This person's looking down at something. Four Swords. This is for you not to worry about some kind of ending. It's almost like you feel like it's bringing an old wound or an old trigger of someone doing this to you before. This could have been someone in the past, an ex or something, but this individual isn't doing it. This restlessness comes with the communication has been cut. Something is off. Well, there is something off, but this individual here has their mind very much gargled. They're trying to keep to themselves. They're not ready to face you. I think it has nothing to do with you. I feel like this has something to do with what's heavily on their mind. All right. But you're very intuitive. So Spirit's just saying, make sure that you stay grounded, focus on your things. Don't let this derail your week. But let's see what advice Spirit is giving to you. No reversals here. Look at that. 6 of Wands. Listen, there's battles, but some battles are not yours. Okay. And it's not turning your back on here. It's you not needing to fix it, to control it, to make it happen. There's something about offering, letting them know you're there for them. If they want to talk, it doesn't necessarily mean you need to force everything. Look at that. We got the 6 of Swords. All right. Because this is something here where I feel like you're almost ruminating, asking yourself, did I do something wrong? You're playing events here to see if there was a last conversation that triggered this person. It has nothing to do with that. They're going through some kind of mental anxiety here. I do feel when this person here is ready to talk, they're going to talk to you. But right now, this week, no go. All right. All right. So the message here from Auntie. Auntie says to you, this is your final week of your season, and it's about claiming what you've already earned. The energy supports consolidation rather than pushing. You may realize how much stronger or clearer you are compared to a few weeks. This is not the time to doubt your progress. It's time to acknowledge it and decide what you no longer carrying forward. Small intentional choices now set the tone of the next chapter. And I think it's this worry, because this is something here where I do feel like this individual here is acting out of character, but it's not something here that can't be discussed later on. All right, that's what I got here for you, Capricorn. If that resonated, go ahead and hit like, comment below. We're going to move on to Aquarius. Don't forget, there's always more messages on the other side at Harmonia Friends Club. Hey, Corabelle. Happy Sunday. How you doing? I saw you had some new products on there. I got to get to your site. I've been eyeing it out, and then every time I go to look at it, I get squirrel, which is so typical of me. Cooking T-bone steaks on the charcoal grill. That sounds lovely. Nice. You're chopping wood. Well, dang, girl, do you ever stop working? Oh my gosh, I put the cards. Oh no, I can't believe I did that. All right. Guys, I'm so used to clearing the thing. We had the Princess of Cups and the King of Pentacles. Man, I can't believe I did that. There we go. I'm like, where'd my row go? So distracted. Okay. You know, that's a message. And we were on Aquarius. Aquarius, keep your eyes open. Don't lose your focus. All right, let's see what's going on for Aquarius. Aquarius is up. Aquarius, how are you feeling going into this week? Don't forget, guys, we have a donation going on here. If we hit 5 today, we will get a collective bonus. There we go. Oh, there's that mistake I felt here. The Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune reverse. That's a tough energy because something feels broken down. I don't know, guys. Make sure you check your car. I don't know. I just heard car, so be careful with your car this week. Let's see the external reason for this Wheel of Fortune. I don't know. I feel like something either breaks down. Oh, this has to do with money. This has to do with an unexpected bill, or you're feeling tight for cash. Some of you, if this isn't money, it's just your stability. It's like not feeling safe, not feeling like you can get ahead. Some of you, if you're newly single, it's just this energy here of feeling like you're stuck with someone else's karmic debt. Could be that too. Look at that. And this is your safe zone. But what externally is not there is that safety. Maybe because the challenge here was with rose-colored glasses, buyer's remorse, I just heard. Ooh, 5 of Cups here, reverse. There's some guilt here. There's some shame here. But I think it has to do with feeling ill-prepared for some kind of loss. But here's the thing. This is happening for you. I know it's going to be hard to hear it for a lot of you because you're like, no, don't want to claim this reading. Nothing's going to break down for me this week. But it could also be a communication breakdown. And when I say communication, because there's deep emotions here, there's something here. The challenge with it being the Princess of Cups. She's all about, like I said, the rose-colored glasses when she looks upon something. So you might have thought that, you made a decision. This could have been a past decision that you're kind of regretting. It's like, I should have left. I should have, coulda, woulda. But this is a week here where you're really seeing it come in fruition. It's like, man, I could have had a way out, or man, I should have saved, or I should have taken that. But here's the thing. The 5 of Cups here reverse says to me that there is an opportunity here of looking at it of realignment, because typically it's 2 cups that are, you know, they're behind and 3 on the rider weight. But notice all of these are in front and this individual is kind of looking down below it like, oh my gosh, it's all gone. But you got to remember, you have temperance, and temperance typically has those cups. And this is something here where you're focusing on your alignment and releasing it. It's like, I can't sit here and cry about decisions that I made in my past. They already are made in my past. This is a week here to accept a situation for what it is. Your response to here. Yeah. 3 of Pentacles here. It's going to take some rearranging, collaboration. You aren't completely on your own. I also feel some of you have a financial advisor. If not, it could be a boss. If this is a work, not work related, and like I said, a relationship where you're trying to get independent, or something didn't work out, you are making plans here for collaboration, maybe taking accountability, could also be an apology. What's a bigger opportunity for you this week? I feel like that King of Coins is helping you. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. You got an individual here who's going to help. Yeah, it looks like that character. It totally does right here. So there's somebody here about a plan, taking actions. This person has solid advice, practical advice for you. Get a second opinion. Bigger opportunity here. Yeah, the 6 of Pentacles here. So you did something here that makes you feel like you did something off, or I don't know, you didn't save for a rainy day for some of you. Others of you, like, you made a decision that you could have gotten out of something and you stayed in it longer than you should. This is something here where the payout's not going to be as high this week, but there's an opportunity here to face this misalignment now. And it's actually a good week to do it, because with the new moon coming up, it's and that 11 energy that we're in now, this is about manifesting something new. It's like, let's just rip this off with the Band-Aid and take accountability on this. Accept the situation and move forward with it. Yeah, you can't make this up. Look, death energy here. This is, as much as it might feel like unlucky energy, it's like, it's just going to be over this week. Okay. This is going to be a forced transformation here for Aquarius this week, but this is so that you can have a rebirth, a new start, and not carry this shit over with you in this new phase. All right. What Auntie has to say for you this week: you're in a quiet pre-activation phase. Even though your season hasn't officially started yet, ideas, insights, and inner nudges are already arriving. Pay attention to what feels exciting but slightly intimidating. That's your clue. This week favors preparation, reflection, and adjusting expectations rather than full action. You're being asked to trust the process here, Aquarius. That's what we got here. All right. We're going to move on to Pisces. If that resonated, go ahead and hit like, comment below. Your message on Timeless Tarot Story released last week, by the way, over at Harmonia Friends Club, The Vault. We're going to move on to Pisces. Pisces is up. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Here we go. Let's see how your week is going to be. The 7 of Wands. You're a little defensive this week. A little annoyed. You look like a little bit like something out of Harry Potter. Like the magician almost. Warlock. some defensive energy about you this week. All right, let's see the external reason why you're defensive. Oh, this is a Pisces here who is tired of other individuals BS, where people don't put as much care and love that this Pisces does. And Pisces is a dreamer. They're also very intuitive, but they're loving. So they can take it a little personal. And so there's something here about taking it personal that's really affecting this energy. Thank you, Spiritual Sacred Tarot. We got our first donation. We are 4 away now, guys. We got the King of Swords here. Oh, man. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy. So, Pisces, you are defensive, but you have every right to be, because I do feel that whatever this lack is, I feel that you have someone here who either love bombed you, made a promise to you, but all it was empty promises. Empty promises. And so this is you going, screw that. I have enough ammo now to know that you are full of baloney. So you are taking more of, and I always had this theory that if, that the King of Swords used to be the King of Cups, very loving, and then all of a sudden got more logical, typically because their heart has been broken. Someone here just mishandled you. This is like a mishandled energy. All right, let's see how you're reacting to this. Man, well, this is how you're handling it. The Knight of Swords is someone here who takes actions. This is someone here who says enough is enough. This is someone here who says bye. Bigger opportunity. I think you're going to voice your truth, but there is some annoyance here. I'm not going to tell you what to do, but the bigger opportunity here with the 4 of Pentacles here is there was a part of you that was holding on and hoping that this person would do the right thing. Obviously, they're not doing it this week, but there's an opportunity here for you to state the truth, not do the whole blame thing, but just be honest with this person and then take the loss. Take the loss, all right? You can't count on this person. Bigger meaning. Gosh, this person used you. This person breadcrumbed you. This person could never even pay back what they owe you for some of you. All right? This is someone here who obviously took advantage of you over and over again. But the advice here I'm going to say is to pull this back and release it. Let go of old patterns and beliefs that no longer serve your highest good. Embrace freedom in your life. I just realized, Aquarius, I never did the polls for Spirit, but that's okay. I had a long message for Aquarius, so that works out. But Pisces, let's see what Spirit else has to say. No reversals on this because this is part of it. All right. This is 9 of Cups. This is a card here. A completion of being happy, feeling finished, final. But here's the thing. It can also come off as gluttony. It can come off as selfish. But this is you just saying, you know what? You're going to treat me this way. I'm going to now cut this off. And I'm going to take all that love, all of that stuff that you had said that you're going to do, and I'm just going to pour it right back into me. I'm going to pour it right back into me. Yeah. Because intuitively, that feels better anyway. Right? Yes. It also has taught you to really hone in on your intuitive skills, because a lot of you doubted your intuition, and now it's looking at it and going, yeah, you know what? I wasn't listening to my intuition. I was hoping that this person here, because I saw their highest potential of being something else, but I wasn't really listening to those red flags. All right. The message here for you, Pisces, this week brings emotional clarity through boundaries. Can't make that up. Auntie says, you may notice where you've been giving too much or absorbing energy that isn't yours. This message here is all about discernment, not withdrawal. You don't have to shut down to protect yourself. Choose where your empathy is actually welcomed and valued. The choice changes everything. All right. That's what I got here for you, Pisces. If this resonated, go ahead and hit like, comment below. Don't forget, there's always more messages over at Harmonia Friends Club. And we're going to move on to Aries next. And thanks again, Spiritual Sacred, for knocking it all off there. We are 4 donations away from unlocking the collective bonus. We always have one bonus, but then we got another. Aries is up. Yes, we can do it. Star. Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Spirit, what is going on for Aries this week? How is Aries going to feel walking into this week? Here we go. Reversals up. Oh, man. What is going on? Everybody's fighting. Competitive nature. Man. Be patient this week. I do feel like you're going to be pulled in a lot of different directions, but I also feel like there's a little bit of chaos going on here. This is competition. Now, it's not reverse, so it's not saying to me that it's horrific, because that's how I take the reversals of extreme. This is something here where I do feel this competitive nature here. And let's see why this is being triggered for you. What's the external reason for that, Spirit? Oh, we have the Knight of Swords here reversed. Okay. Top that is what I just heard. Top that. All right. So you got a show off around you. There's that competitive nature. There's somebody here you're in competition with. And some of you, this is a romantic situation. But the two of you are always trying to one up one another or prove a situation or, you know, explain, maybe blame. Could even be that too. Yeah, there it is. There's the energy here. I was gonna be like, hold off, there you are. That's who you are, Aries. That's the Emperor, okay? But the Emperor reversed is someone here who gets very close-minded, can get controlling, manipulative, and also blamey because they are trying to get something to work their way. Why? Because they start feeling insecure. Now, you are also getting communication from an individual who is mirroring back this to you. So this, even though that's your energy, this could be another person who sets it off on you too. Okay. This could be a boss. Some of you, this could be a spouse. This is an individual here who is of high authority. How are you going to be handling this? The Queen of Cups here reverse. Annoyed. But also you might have an outburst because the reason this person is reacting this way is because they're trying to get a reaction out of you. So this is what's setting you off, and they are succeeding. They are succeeding on this. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio could be dealing with the water sign. But here's the thing. I just feel that you're going to need to either step back from this individual, realize that this person, I mean, I almost feel like you reacted and want to tell a person to cool off, calm down. And that's probably not what you want to do with this individual because that sets them off too. But there's also this victim mentality of like, why am I being attacked? You know, for what? Well, this person here is feeling either could be jealousy, there could be something that you do better than them. But there's a competitive nature about it. They're trying to prove a point to you. That's really frustrating, man. Bigger opportunity for you this week, Aries. Yeah. All right. Well, there's some soul searching that needs to happen, but I also feel like there's a bigger opportunity here to set yourself apart when you can, if you can with this person. The quieter you get, the better. But also, there's a need here to step back and reflect and pause before you react or state something to defend yourself, because this person is overreacting. They are. And so, with that Virgo energy, with it reverse, tells me that you have some challenge here with your emotions because you want to tell them how you feel, or you want to explain a situation, or there may feel some guilt here. But here's the thing: the King of Coins here is your support. All right. Some of you could use some advice from a friend, an individual here who's very grounded, who could give you a second opinion. But don't forget, you got Temperance this week here, and it's all about remaining patient. But this is a week here where you're being asked here to be in that Hermit energy and not avoid this anymore. You need to do some soul searching this week. What would you be gaining from this? The Page of Wands reverse. Not reacting so quickly is only going to benefit you, because this could be an energy here that if you let your emotions take over, you can make a careless decision, do something too quickly, make more mistakes. It will add up at the end. So this is something here where I feel you're going to be challenged this week by this person because of their emotions here, blame, wanting to have something controlled. Advice for you from Spirit. 4 of Coins. Okay. That's usually a card here of holding on to what you got. Sometimes people see it as the miser card, but I also see as 4 as a foundation. And there's something here about a solid foundation here that this person has a tendency to rock. And it's hard to do or be open to anything else when you're this closed off. All right. And maybe because you're afraid of rejection or a loss. Yeah, we have here, is that the Ace of Cups? Yeah, we have here the Ace of Cups. This is for you. I feel like some of you blame yourself for holding on so long to the situation or the scenario or how this person is controlling, because I feel like you've been controlled by this person before. But with the Ace of Cups combined with this, there's also forgiveness here. And the forgiveness doesn't necessarily need to be about the other person or being the bigger person. Some of this forgiveness here has to do with you, because you feel that if you hold on just a little bit tighter, that things will smooth out. But then the overreaction here is that you're constantly in a competitive nature with this person. You also really can't fight this person's jealousy. And that's what you tend to be doing with this person. All right. What Auntie has to say for you, Aries: momentum is building, but patience is still required. You may feel the urge to rush or initiate something prematurely. Yeah, we saw that in the reading. This energy asks you to refine your approach instead of charging ahead. Pay attention to timing and communication. When you slow down just enough, your next move becomes way more effective. Do not let this person derail you. All right. That's what I got here for you, Aries. Sending you so much love. We're going to move on to Taurus next. If that resonated, guys, don't forget to hit like and comment. And there's always more messages on the other side. All right. We got Taurus next. Taurus is next. We still got the goal going on, guys, as you guys are joining in. We have a goal, and we need 4. We are 4 donations away. 4 donations away from unlocking the bonus. And what does that mean? Well, you become a sponsor once it's unlocked, and that helps, well, the collective, because they get an extra reading. But it's a Zodiac dice reading, so we don't know what's going to come out here with the Zodiac dice. Taurus is up. Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Let's see how your week's going to be. How is Taurus going into this week? How are they feeling, Spirit? Ooh, you overworking. Don't overdo it. Eight of Pentacles feels like there's going to be late nights. I mean, this is reverse. So it's someone here who's like, oh, I'm just going to be an overachiever. All right, let's see what this is about. External reason why. Do you have a deadline this week? Is that what it is? Oh, boy. Okay. This is fear of an ending, fear of rejection. This is already has happened for you, though. The worst is over, Taurus. So I really feel like this is something to do with the past, but this hurt, regardless, it's left a scar, but the scar makes you overwork. It's like you don't want to think about it. So it's like, I'll just keep my mind on this. So maybe, maybe you had a really bad breakup, Taurus, and you end up working a lot more because you don't want to sit there with the emotions of it. But there's time here for both. I mean, there's something about not bypassing the emotions this week. It's needed here. And don't drive yourself to the point where you're getting sick. If this is not relationship wise, it could be a failure of money loss or needing to get ahead. Don't want to be in that position again. Yeah. Ace of Wands. You're very driven. There's also a huge opportunity coming up for you this week, but be careful with it. Maybe that's why you're in overdrive mode. Maybe you got your bee on the bonnet here. You have something that's inspiring you and keeping you in that notion. It could be something from the past. But let's see how you're using that, because the Ace of Wands is always meant to be past, because it's not something that you can hold on to forever. There's an opportunity for the Two of Wands, which then brings you to the next card, obviously, to look at other opportunities. And that also could be collaboration or meeting new people. How are you reacting to this? Oh my God. You can't make this up. You can't make this up. There's that Two of Wands I told you. Oh, I love when the story just comes out and then it just shows you in the cards. Like, yeah, that's right. You pass it on to the Two of Wands, right? Listen, you know this already. I'm not telling you something new. This is a week here where you may feel like you're in overdrive or doing something too much, and you can go, okay, I don't need to do that all at once. I can now take the time here to be grounded and think about my future of what's ahead and get excited about it. I like this. I almost feel like you decide to take yourself out, or you decide to do something that's a little bit more playful. Bigger opportunity for you this week. Oh, I love this. You have the Emperor here reversed. The bigger opportunity here is not to control it. Aries, some of you were dealing with a very narcissistic individual that, I don't know, could even have been a parent, Taurus, where it's like you couldn't even sit down to relax. They made you feel guilty about it. But this is a week here where it's like, I don't have to be like that. I don't have to be so uptight. I can let loose. I can look at things a little bit differently. I've been manipulated, you know? Bigger meaning of that Ace of Wands. What's the bigger meaning of that Ace of Wands? What is this opportunity for this week? Look at this. The Ten of Cups here reversed. This tells me that if you have been isolated or hesitant to meet new individuals, this is a week here where you are going to make a change about that. It's like, listen, I'm not going to be able to meet those new people or my community or put myself out there if I'm always sitting at home or thinking about something or getting something done because I don't feel like I'm allowed to have a good time. This week, you're addressing that. You're addressing it. However that may be. The Ten of Cups here reversed tells me you're doing some self-exploration. You're willing to meet new people, not control it in any essence. You know, stability is important to you, but it doesn't mean that you have to overdrive it, okay? You can still have time. I felt this was coming. There's a relationship here, all right? You have a choice here, Gemini energy. Taurus, some of you are ready. I mean, this is meeting a new person, okay? I mean, romantically it could be, but this is just a connection. Creating room. Yeah, Knight of Coins, a stability. Organically putting yourself out there in a really loving way, all right? Knight of Pentacles is just letting things happen in a slow, methodical way. But as it grows, it deepens. And so this is you saying, I'm going to be open and more deeper about being more care, for giving myself more care and not over, because you're right. You start off the week here in overdrive, but you're going to be addressing it. You're going to stop it. You're going to halt it. All right. Let's see, Taurus, what Auntie has to say. Stability is the theme, but not stagnation. This week highlights practical decisions that support your long-term comfort and security. It does not mean you need to go in, well, overdrive. You may be reassessing priorities. Yeah, we saw that in the reading around work, money, or even your personal energy. Trust your instincts when something no longer feels worth the effort or putting you in overdrive. It's now time to be simple. Simplicity is power right now for you. Wow, that one went really well with that reading. All right, that's what I got here for Taurus. If that resonated, go ahead and hit like, comment below. We're going to move on to Gemini. Gemini is up next. Yes, we are 4 away of achieving and unlocking that goal. Gemini. We still have Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, and Sagittarius. We also have a bonus collective, guys. So don't forget, there's always a bonus collective, but then we have an unlocked bonus as well. And if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. But the goal is 5. Who is here? I know Star did a roll call. We got Elizabeth back. Welcome. Who else is here live? There's quite a few of you on. Don't be shy. Some of you might be watching the replay, though. What's everybody doing this Sunday? I'm trying to take, I am trying to take today easy. I have overdone it this past week between everything. So today I was like, nope, I'm taking my time. Welcome, Christina. All right, who's got Gemini in their chart? My Geminis, where are you? Here we go. Spirit, how is Gemini feeling going into this week? Reversals are now up, guys. Oh, man. I feel like I need to send all of my signs just a box of chocolates for those of you who are in massive conflict. What's this baloney about? Man, my gems have been going through it for weeks now. External reason for the 5 of Swords. Nobody wins in the 5 of Swords. It's a card here of fighting, conflicts, noise. Oh my gosh. We got the King of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. So you got somebody mad at you. Somebody is annoyed at you. And I think here's the situation. This is a little bit turned around. I actually see this as you. And usually this is the culprit, but this is how you are feeling. You are being completely looked upon as the villain this week. What's the integration of this? And I know that, and I'm saying that because it's external and we got the Princess of Cups here. This person can be childish. It could be a grown-ass adult and they're still childish. Yeah, 6 of Pentacles. They want to have it their way and the highway. And I also feel like this is a person here who want to have their cake and eat it too. This 6 of Pentacles here is this person has expectations of you being a particular way. And man, you're holding those 3 swords. So I think that you let this person have it. Now, some of you will have already done that, and it's just an individual here who is giving you the guilt trip this week, and not really taking any responsibility or accountability for their emotions or feelings. They're not expressing, they're blaming. This is also a person here who would be in the trombone mode. They're blamey. How could you do this to me? Kind of giving their power away. How are you handling this? Oh, man. Well, you're not going to correct it. That 5 of Swords here, this is a 6 of Swords. So it's you going through the emotions of this individual. Right. And I feel like you are now just going, fine. This is if that's how you're gonna see me or view me, I'm not gonna change your mind. I almost feel like a Gemini here is agreeing with an individual, not to just because they think this person's right, but because they realize now that this individual always has to be right. And if there's no point of trying to convince them the other way around. So this is for Gemini who's like, screw this. Yeah, you're right. Now I'm going on with my day. I'm not going to be sitting here catering to this. Bigger opportunity for you. Yeah, you got a choice here to make. This is your card. This is your card here. You have a very uncomfortable choice here to make about this individual. Accept it for what it is and move on. Or just, and some of you, that's tough because you're like, I live with that person. I'm married to that person. But this person here refuses to look at themselves, refuses. The integration of this, the bigger meaning of this, 2 of Cups, look at that. Okay. Spirit is saying to you, this relationship, do you see how small this cup is and how big theirs is? You could be filling that all damn day. It will never be enough. This individual has to do the work on their own. They have to. They're never going to learn any other way. So if you continue to pour in the emotions to make this person feel better. Now, it's one thing if you're sorry because you reacted and you take accountability for that part. You most certainly can do that. But it's also, sometimes the truth hurts. And I think this person is hearing some truth from you. Advice here for you, 2 of Coins, right? Yeah. You got a big decision here to make. And this is going to take some deep stretching here for you. This is not an easy move in yoga here in this pose. All right. But when we have the Ace of Swords here, is that there's something about speaking your truth, accepting something for what it is, and not over explaining. The less words you do, the better in the situation, because it's not going to, make this person turn around or all of a sudden see your point of view or perspective. All right. Gemini, Auntie says to you, conversations matter this week. Words have weight and clarity is essential. You may find yourself needing to explain, clarify, or finally say something you've been sitting on. Wow. Speak with intention, not urgency. When you slow your thoughts down, others can actually hear you too. The less words you use, the better you will be with this individual. All right. That's what I got here for you, Gemini. If this resonated, go ahead and hit like, comment below. Sending you so much love, man. You guys have been through it. At least for my collective. Yeah. And Gem, your timeless tarot story will be released. I have it done. I'm going to release it tomorrow in the vault. We'll be at a Harmonia Friends Club. We still have time. Okay, Star. All right, we got Cancer up next. Cancer. How are you feeling going into this week? How is Cancer Spirit feeling going into this week? Reversals are now up. Here we go. Oh, High Priestess here, reverse. So something's off with your intuition. You're second guessing. There's doubt here. There's also rose. The challenge here is the Princess of Cups. So when I see the Princess of Cups, she's someone here who wears rose-colored glasses, loves, has a really big heart, naive. There's something here that you're being naive about. All right. It's youthful energy. Let's see the external reason for this. Oh, man. The devil. Capricorn energy here. The devil is here. But it is reversed. All right. So whatever this relationship that you're in or dealing with, it is karmic as hell. It is. There's past grievances here. I think the two of you really do need to have a heart to heart. But the issue is both of you are hitting that low vibrational mode because two individuals here have the, I don't know. I almost feel like something Cancer went into quickly. You partnered up with someone quickly, you decided to do something quickly, but everything seems to be unraveling this week. But also there needs to be a discussion, and this discussion here is about slowing down. And also there's something here about bypassing and missing the red flags. Yeah, there we go. There's Temperance reverse. There's over amount of like needing to explain, or and you got Temperance here twice, guys. But again, this is now looking at this with the cup here being filled in again, smaller. I feel Sagittarius energy could be dealing with a fire sign. You got a situation here where the two of you set each other off. And then what happens is you repeat a same karmic pattern. And then you romanticize it being fixed, or I don't know. It just feels like bypassing of some sort. I'm going to go back to this. Let go of old patterns and beliefs that no longer serve your highest good. Embrace freedom in your life. There's something here where you're trying to make something fit and it's not working. It's not working. Eight of Swords here, reverse, is telling me that all of this inner doubt, all of this inner security here, and it is self-doubt, is being reflected, but is also going, did I make a mistake, or did I see something wrong, or did I do something wrong? You're internalizing this personally. But here's the thing, this person, they're mirroring back to you all of your insecurities. So they're kind of in the same boat too, which could be very difficult. Man, those relationships are hard because if you're both in lower vibration, it's like you're not really able to see the person's perspective or point of view. The bigger meaning here for you, Cancer, you have the Ace of Wands here reversed. I think there's something that you need to slow down on. Whatever you decided to do, and if this is work related or a creative project that you were going to partner up with somebody, there's something that is just not like, I feel like you're missing the sign. Something here has been going off for quite some time. But with the Ace of Wands here reversed tells me that you're going to be backpedaling a little bit. You may even be choosing not to advance or move forward in this situation or with this person. Reason for gaining this, look at this. Five of Cups here reversed. Something that you were trying to reconcile in the past. There's something here about a reconciliation, you know, an opportunity here. But the thing is, both these cups are empty. So the two of you do have baggage, a lot of it. But the baggage is being released, but it has to be on your own terms, you know. Advice. Gosh, Queen of Cups, there you are. I think this is a week here to give yourself self-love. This is a week here to be patient, allow the emotions. And I just feel like some of you need to grieve because there was a lot of hope and desire that something was going to work out or go in your favor. And this week, it doesn't feel like that. It feels the complete opposite. It's like you set each other off. You know, there's deep emotions here, but there's also something that you've been avoiding. Spirit saying, watch out for the avoidance. You know, we also have that moon energy coming in place here towards the end of the week. Yeah, judgment. All right. You don't have to make, Spirit saying you don't have to make any final decisions here this week, but this is also something about you need to also release something that wasn't really meant to be reconciled. All right. So there are differences here. So there's a part of you that was trying to relive something or a situation here. All right. Let's see what message here Auntie has for you, Cancer, for this week. This week brings focus to balance in relationships. You may be reflecting on reciprocity and emotional availability. And I do feel this person is not available. Where are you showing up consistently? And where are you stretching yourself thin, Cancer? The energy supports honest self-assessment without guilt. Adjustments need to be created for emotional safety for you. All right, man. Auntie is on fire today. All right, that's what I got here for you, Cancer. Sending you so much love. If this resonated, go ahead and hit like, comment below. Don't forget, there's always more messages over on Harmonia Friends Club. We're going to move on to Leo. Leo is up. So are we going to have a repeat of what happened to us in the All Signs love reading, where someone is just going to steal the show at the end? We almost didn't make the goal Friday. You guys like swept in later. It was like boom, boom, boom. Yes, we are 4 away. We are 4 donations away. Spiritually Sacred got us up there. Leo is up. Papa, I know who you meant. I like that you had to put that there last time. And I said, were you talking to me? I was just joking, by the way. I was just joking with you. Leo, my lions. Spirit, what do we got going on here for Leo this week? How is Leo currently feeling going into the Mondays? The Knight of Swords here, reverse. You don't want to? What do you want to call out? This is like cancel. You got the Monday blues. My Leo's got the Monday blues. They don't want to do anything. They don't want to communicate. They don't want to talk. This is somebody here who just wants to like chill, relax. Let's see the external reason for this. You haven't really been listening to your intuition here, but also there's somebody here who is in your vicinity. Man, this person can't keep her secret word crap. All right. They really can't. All right. The secret is out, meaning that this is an individual here who's like, oh, I don't tell a soul anything, but they will absolutely tell everything, like every little nook and cranny about what's going on in your life. All right. Even if this is a work situation here, it's like that person doesn't keep a secret. I don't even tell them what's going on in my life. But there's somebody here that it's no secret you're trying to dodge. And so I feel like this is what Leo's doing. They're just dodging an individual here who is talking ridiculousness. Some of you are hearing rumors and you're like, really? I did that? That's intriguing. Integration of this 9 of Cups. You're not too bothered by it, but it's also like, I deserve this. Not from this person. I deserved everything that I got. So this is for a Leo here who's pretty self-satisfied with what they got and what they have to offer. And they're not going to let rumors or an individual here who is talking smack, or even if they maybe you were venting or something like that and they took something out of context. But this is a week here that Leo's like, I don't really care what you say, but also I got enough ammo in the back here that I'm quite fine. And I don't need to be talking back or smack to you. External reason here for this, Page of Wands. You also got something here where you rather focus your time and energy to. Hopefully it's like, if this is a relationship, it could be, an ex, and you are focused on a new relationship that feels really good. But if this is work related or something here where you're just kind of sick of a person here starting rumors, lies, or twisting stories around, the reason you are not being here this week or around the vicinity of this individual is because you have a lot of care and desires for something else. You're putting your time and efforts in there. This person doesn't know what the hell they're talking about. Bigger opportunity here for you. Oh, Justice here, reverse, Libra energy. Just listen. Listen to the stories, but it doesn't necessarily need, because I will tell you this much. They're so ridiculous that whatever this person here thinks they have on you, they don't got crap. So the bigger opportunity here is a person here could even try to blame, try to ridicule your name. It's not going to work. This is a week here where it's like, listen, something is unfair and unjust, and this person feels like they're the law and they're not. Libra energy. What you're gaining out of this, with that 9 of Cups energy. Ooh, but this person's going to be backpedaling. They're shooting themselves in the foot. Cancer energy. It has to do with something about you moving on, some of you changing a job. But it's so over the top that it's just like, yeah, that's not why I took off, or that's not why I'm quiet now. Like, that's not absolutely not what happened. Advice for you. The Hangman. Just lean back. All right. Work on your own practical things and your routines here this week. The Hangman is someone here is to gain a perception. I feel like you're going to get a big perception of what you hear and what you listen to, what is coming out. But with the King of Swords here, you will be making a move. And this move here is detachment. And it's also discernment and also proper boundaries. And some of you already done that, but you don't need to speak this week. This week here, you just need to listen. And although it may seem ridiculous, or you want to do something that is more listen to your heart, your desires, absolutely focus more on that. But you don't necessarily have to listen to all of the noise and try to counteract it. There's going to be a time for that. But this is a week here where you're just gaining your ammo. Take notes. Take notes. All right, what we got here for you, Leo. Your attention is being drawn to daily routines and commitments. This isn't about discipline for discipline's sake. It's about honoring your energy and choosing structure this week that actually supports you. Small changes to habits, schedules, or responsibilities can make a big difference by the end of the week. And I do feel like you're pulling back from this individual. All right, that's what I got here for you, Leo. If this resonated, go ahead and hit like, comment below. Don't forget, there's always more messages over at Harmonia Friends Club. And we're going to move on to Virgo next. Virgo is up. All right, let's see what we got here. There's still time. There's still time to make your goal. There's a lot of people watching the replay, though. I don't think there's a lot of people on live. I could be wrong. But most people who miss it is because they're not seeing it. So if you are watching the replay, just know we're still trying to make that donation. All right, Virgo is up. Spirit, how is Virgo's week going to be? Here we go. We have the 7 of Swords. So something you are also in hiding. You know, 7 of Swords could be hiding, deceit, but there's something here you're hiding. Okay, external influence here. Ooh. We have the Sun here, Leo energy. So someone here, are you hiding from an individual? I feel like you got a Debbie Downer around you. I don't know who this individual is, but someone here is... Maybe this individual is very childish or childlike, but I also feel this energy of a person here who has an anticipation of you to fix it. And so this is you this week who's like, I'm not fixing this person's problem. They got to figure this out on their own. Yeah, we have the Queen of Cups here. Reverse, because I feel there's a part of you that doesn't believe this individual's stories anymore. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy. This person consistently plays victim to a situation. All right. I feel like this person may actually have some mental issues, whether that is going through a massive depression or there's just something, their emotions are all over the place. Whether if it's depression, it could be anger, but it fluctuates in a really big way. And it's almost intolerable sometimes to be around this person. But you are kind of, I mean, you got your sword here. So I feel like you're on guard, but at the same time, you're watching somebody here who's upset. I don't think you're actually talking to this individual. No, you're not. This is somebody here from your past. This is someone here from your past, Virgo. This could be a Gemini. You may have been, if you weren't married to this individual, this could be a family member who you're estranged from. This could be a friendship that went sour, but there's somebody here who you're seeing. And when I say hiding means that you may hear some stuff from this about this individual. Why it's affecting you? Well, 876, let go of old patterns and beliefs that no longer serve your highest good. Embrace the freedom in your life. You freed yourself from this individual, but they're going through it and it's coming up this week for you because it's going to trigger you. The bigger opportunity for you this week. God, the Knight of Wands. I think it's kind of this weird validation. And some of you may feel like, oh my God, I feel like such a horrible person with this, but this is also very freeing because you always had to pick up the pieces with this individual. And this is a week here where you're not in liberty here not to do that. You can put your desires and time and efforts into something else and, and whatever drive that you have. But I also feel this is a week here that you are not going to be gloating about it. So this wouldn't be a Virgo who's like, well, I'm free of this. I'm going to post how great I'm doing, especially if you are still tied to this individual. The bigger meaning here for this to come through, look at this, the Queen of Swords. Sometimes you have to be the villain. Virgo, sometimes you have to be the villain. All right. You may be the bitch in this person's story. And I'm only saying that because it's the Queen of Swords here reversed. But Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, more Gemini energy. But here's the thing. This person here isn't the center of the universe, center of the world. They have to figure that out. There's something here where you've just detached yourself and looked at this and you're like, you know what? I've moved forward. And I do see you moving forward here. Because if you take the 7 of Swords here with that Queen of Swords who's reversed, it's a 6 of Swords. You have really come far. And what used to trigger you before, you're not doing that anymore with this individual. You're well more grounded this week. Advice here for you, because there is an opportunity here where you're putting your time and efforts towards with that Knight of Wands. We're going to see. Virgo, what's the opportunity here for you? Some of you, it's a creative project. Look at this, 5 of Swords. This is hard because it's like nobody wins on there. There's still going to be some guilt here, Spirit is saying. All right. But the reason you left is because there really was no way to compromise in this situation. It was all fights for you. Spirit saying the 2 of Swords here of going, look at that. 5 and 2. What does that bring into? 7 of Swords. If you were to entertain the situation, what would it do? It would keep you from going down the path that you're meant to be down. All right. And there's a new opportunity here to look at that sword, create some discernment, create a boundary, and detach from it. And yeah, you might look like the bad guy this week, but this is a week here where there's an opportunity here for you to go down the right path. All right. And I think it's just validation here for you this week. All right. So let's see what Auntie has to say for you. Creative and emotional expression want room to breathe. You may feel pulled towards something that brings you joy or inspiration, even if it doesn't seem practical on the surface. And I feel like that's what that Knight of Wands energy is. There's something about the past coming up, but also going, I'm now ready to do something new. This week reminds you that pleasure and purpose can coexist. Let yourself enjoy what lights you up without overanalyzing it. All right. That's what I got here for you, Virgo. If that resonated, go ahead and hit like, comment below. We're going to move on to Libra next. Libra is up. Welcome back, Christina. Hello, Michelle. Reminder, guys, we are 4 donation away and we don't have that many left. We have Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, and then we're already moving into the bonus. If we don't go by Sagittarius, we're pulling it, but we still have to unlock the bonus. We are 4 donations away. If you want to help sponsor that for the collective this week, there's a chance here for an extra reading. All right, Libra. Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Spirit, what is going on for Libra? How is Libra feeling going into this week? Here we go. Oh, look at this. We have the King of Pentacles. Libra's feeling rich this week. No, I mean, you got the support here. So I don't know if you got a gift of some support. Some of you, it's money. Others of you, you got someone here who's like-minded. But this is something here where you're doing, it's a very practical week for Libra this week. Okay. You're feeling good about yourself. You're taking care of your house. You're working. You definitely are working on yourself, working at your job. Okay. Let's see the external influence of this. Oh my gosh, 6 of Cups. Look at this. This is a good week for Libra. Libra, you're not working on something by yourself. You're getting assistance, you're getting help, but it's somebody here who sees you and values you just as much as you value them. Some of you, it is a parent. Others of you, this is a match. You got a bro, right? Yeah. All right, let's see. Integration here. 8 of Swords. Worry. Why are you worried? There's something about this week that brings up nostalgia of, is it too late? Or is this going to last forever? Or, I don't know. I think that you're going to be very much in family mode or with an individual, but there is some uncertainty here about it lasting. Let's see why you're responding this way. Why is Libra responding this way? Oh, well, that's your energy. Queen of Swords here. Reverse. That's you. We also have Gemini, Aquarius energy here. You tend to be really hard on yourself or be in overdrive or very hypervigilant. And you have an individual here. Oh, I'm getting chills. You have an individual here. I do feel like this person here is older or supporting you. Almost could be like a mentor. Some of you, it could be a sibling, but this is an individual here, Libra, who's saying you don't have to be like me in the sense of wasting, I almost hear cats in the cradle. I think this person's giving you some solid advice here that it's okay to move forward and it's okay to be happy and that you got a lot going for you. And this person here is there for you. They support you in a really big way. They're also very proud of you. Bigger opportunity with this person. Oh my gosh. This is love. This is sincerity. This is seeing options, but it's also someone who may say, I'm happy for you. Some of you do have a new relationship budding here. All right. But this is someone here who's happy to see you moving on. Right. Maybe you were in a really crappy relationship, but others of you, the 6 of Cups here is that you got someone here who's gifting you something and saying, and it's a solid piece of advice. It says you have other options. You don't be me in the sense of working all time and not allowing myself the freedom to live and be there. This person here has solid advice for you. Page of Cups. Look at this. What does this mean to you? You can do something for the love of it. It's okay to move on. It's okay to relish in this new relationship for some of you, or this new opportunity. It's okay to dream as well. You know, the challenge here when you have the Page of Cups with the Princess of Cups is there's this deep feminine energy here could be wounded because they feel that because they went after something with their heart and they may have lost it, that they can't have it again. But whatever this person advice is giving you is saying, yeah, no, you can have it again. And this individual here is offering that to you this week. Advice for you. Feels very much like home, love. Advice for you. The Tower. I think this is going to shock the hell out of you. There's something about this person's story or what they say to you that is not in anticipation, but it also breaks what? The release of an old pattern, the release of an old way. The Tower is never comfortable. It's never comfortable, but be prepared. The King of Cups is here now. Right. Wow. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. This is love. This is genuine love. For some of you, congratulations, you got new love coming in here, or someone here is about to express love to you in a really big way. But if this is a gift that someone's giving to you, it's a gift of love. There's no paybacks for this. This is something here of saying, I want you to set your life right. You got an opportunity here to do so, right? This person is encouraging you to do so. Libra, Auntie says, home, comfort, and emotional grounding come into focus this week. I see that in the Six of Cups. You may feel the need to rest, nest, or reconnect with what feels familiar and safe. This isn't avoidance this week. It's restoration. Oh, I love this for you. Give yourself permission to slow down and recharge without explaining yourself to anyone. There's that Temperance energy. All right, Libra. Libra, you may have just gotten the best reading in the house. If that resonated, go ahead and hit like, comment below. Don't forget, there's always more messages on the other side. We're going to move on to Scorpio. Thank you, Papa. Papa put in another donation. We are now 3 away from the bonus. We love here. I love that. We love, love, love here. Scorpio is up. It was a nice reading. It almost felt like a reading of someone giving the other permission to live, like live again. I got chills listening to that. Scorpio is up. Scorpio. Spirit, what is going on for Scorpio? Guys, we are 3 donations away. 3 donations. We got 2 more signs left. That's it. If we don't make the mark, we don't make the mark, but we are 3 donations away from unlocking the bonus. Can you make it happen? Spirit, how is Scorpio feeling going into this week? Oh. Well, very much of a closed heart, but I also feel that you feel drained emotionally, energetically. Why are you feeling this way? What's the external reason for this? Hierophant. Oh, this is a card here of, now some of you, you're at a job that you just don't have, like, it's like this, I don't feel the love in this. Right? There's something here where it's like, I know it's the practical thing to do, Taurus energy, but I'm not as devoted as I used to be with this. I don't have the same belief systems as this as well. Now, others of you, if this is a relationship, it's just something here where you're not feeling it. And some of you are feeling like you might be in rose-colored glasses with when it comes to a commitment or a partnership. I almost feel like you signed up for something. You're like, my belief system has completely changed, and I don't know why I'm sitting at this church. That's what it feels like. Integration here. Ooh, yeah, grief. Three of Swords. Three of Swords is reversed. To me, it's not about heartbreak being over. It means that this is something here you can't bypass this week. There's just no love in this anymore, but it has left a deep mark. And some of you, the mark here is a huge lesson, could even been a karmic lesson. But it's also, you've changed. Your belief systems have changed, and it's becoming very inevitable this week. You just don't see it as, a particular place or a particular way. How you're responding with that Ace of Cups here. We have the Nine of Swords here reverse. You're done worrying about this. You're done being sick of this. This is you going, I can't also avoid this anymore. This has left a mark. It's why I made certain decisions in my life, but also why I don't face certain things. So instead of being nervous about it, it's like you're facing your fears this week. You're confronting it head on. It's like, I'm just going to have to take accountability. I'm going to have to accept this. Some of you, this acceptance is getting mentorship, help, assistance. You got that King of Coins, don't forget. The bigger opportunity here with that higher fun energy. The Lover's reversed. Gemini energy here. So this is you breaking away. And as painful as this can be, this is also you realizing it just doesn't fit your lifestyle anymore. And so there's not something here to reconcile. It's played its part. It's expired, Scorpio. It's completed. There's no part here. You can still do it with love, but there's nothing here that keeps this going. It's already played its part. You don't have to keep playing this part over and over and over again. Spirit is saying. All right. And however this part may be played for you, this is also giving you the opportunity here to purge what no longer serves you. So this could be a week here where you're reassessing. Really, really sharp intuition this week. Yeah. The Page of Swords here is you're done looking. You're done evaluating this. You've seen enough. You don't have to repeat this over and over again. This just isn't for you. It's not your cup of tea. You don't want it anymore. All right. So I do see you reassessing, not necessarily making a huge decision this week, but it's definitely like, I have to move on from this. I can't stay in this situation. Some of you can't stay in this relationship anymore. Some of you, I can't stay at this job anymore. Advice for you. Ooh, look at that. We got the Devil. This is a week here to face your vices. Capricorn energy. Right. This is also a week here to take accountability on it. All right. I do feel like this is a final decision. Once you make your mind up on here, then it's going to start unraveling real easily for you. Okay. But this is also realignment. You are parting ways. All right. That's what I got here for you, Scorpio. Let's see what Auntie has. It says, Auntie says, your intuition is sharp and your awareness is very heightened. This week favors observation, but you don't need to observe anymore, especially with overreaction. You may notice subtle shifts in dynamics, communications, or intentions around you. Trust what you pick up this week. Even if you don't act on it immediately, information is being gathered for a reason. I think you have enough information on the situation to know that you're done. All right. That's what I got here for you, Scorpio. If that resonated, go ahead and hit like, comment below. And you're going to move on here to Sagittarius. This is it, guys. All right, guys. We are now officially at the final sign, which means we got the bonus train coming on here. All right. We got the bonus train. So what does that mean? Well, for one, if you have not subscribed to Harmonia, would love to see you there. Make sure you set your notifications to all. 2, make sure that you have liked this video because it does help the channel be seen. And 3, go ahead and comment bonus as much as you want to put your energy into that, because yes, your comments actually help this channel get boosted. And what happens is people think their readings are all over after I'm done the zodiac reads. We still have the opportunity here. We are 3 stars away, 3 donations away from unlocking the last bonus. If it doesn't happen during the Sagittarius reading, we will only have 1 bonus. So close. So close. Welcome, JB. Sagittarius, here we go. Let me switch this to bonus so I don't forget. Bonus train. Spirit, if we can hone in onto Sagittarius's energy, how is Saggy going to feel this week? Here we go. Reversals are up. Ooh. Be the King of Cups here, reverse. Well, you're upset. What has you in the blues? Who put Saggy in a bad mood? Don't like it. I have a special heart for Sagittarius. My little free birds. Let's see the external reason for this. 9 of Cups. Oh, man. You know, I get it. Somebody looks like somebody looks like they have it all. Somebody looks like they have it all. And it annoys you. I don't think you're saying anything about it. I just feel like there's this energy here that makes you be like, dang, seriously? Like they get to have it everything and I'm just sitting here with an empty damn cup with my emotions. All right, let's see what the integration of this is, because there's disappointment here in this individual who's acting as though they have it all. God. Some of you, you're watching someone in another relationship, and I'm sorry, because I think that you poured a lot into this individual. All right. Others of you, if this is not love related, this is just a relationship where an individual throws something in their face. And it's just kind of gross. You know, this is an individual here that you always poured effort into. You always had to be the bigger person. And this is something here with this relationship where someone is taking the full credit or has partnered with another. I almost feel like some of you are missing out on a situation where it's like, that should have been me. External response to this. 7 of Pentacles. Yeah, it's like, why do they get the credit? Why do they get the advancement? Why do they get to be happy? I have to sit here with all of this emotional baggage now because of all I gave to this individual. So there's a little bit of manipulative energy coming from you. Be careful not to talk down on yourself, because you have a big heart. The princess, I mean, your challenge here is the Princess of Cups energy. And she does have an incredibly big heart. And sometimes she does have those rose-colored glasses. But you also have here the 7 of Pentacles here and that King of Coins. You also have an individual here who is there to support you. Could be a really good friend. Could be a parent. Bigger opportunity and why you have to see this. Magician. Because as quickly as it's being manifested, it could be manifested here for you. What you're doing is creating room for something better. And also, just because a person manifested something doesn't mean that they'll be able to sustain it. All right. They could lose it all overnight. Okay. Especially if somebody here ran into another relationship in that sense. This is an opportunity here, especially we have the Capricorn new moon is Sunday. So that's a really good day here to really sit with what you want in your life and not necessarily put it, because free will is involved. So take the labels away and make it to how you want to feel and what you're trying to obtain, and focus on there. You know, you're creating room for something better. Yeah, you're creating room for something better. And this version of you who overgave, who put so much emotional investment into another situation or person is not doing that. You're not going to be doing that anymore, Saggy. This is you being way more balanced and understanding to yourself, but how other relationships work. You know, you're not going to be taken advantage again like this. No, absolutely not. Advice for you. Okay. This is going to be a week here, soul searching. You may feel like you're on your own, but this is also a week here to really sit with what your future is, not really sit here and watch someone else get something else. Virgo energy. Soul searching is needed and required here. All right. And not to listen, especially if somebody gets something that they don't deserve, let karma play itself out. You don't have to fight this. You don't need to prove this. You don't need to explain it. All right. This is a 5 of Swords energy where it feels like nobody wins. But at the same time, there's a part of you that's fighting yourself, you know, beating yourself on for doing so much for an individual who you trusted. But you have a big heart. Auntie says to you, themes of value and self-worth are surfacing this week for you. And we see that. You may be evaluating what you invest your time, energy, or resources on. Well, she nailed it. If something feels draining without return, that's important data. This energy supports realignment with what actually supports your growth and freedom. You are not alone either. All right. And if you do feel alone, this would be a perfect energy here where universe is saying, get the help, get the assistance. Okay. Something practical, even could be a counselor of some sort. All right. That's what I got here for Sagittarius. We are moving on to the bonus. And it looks like we didn't unlock the other bonus, but that's okay. All is good. We still have one collective bonus left. No, not a giveaway. Where is there? There we go. Collective bonus is up. Who's still here on the live? I know I got a bunch of you on here, but I think a lot of them are on the replay now. Who's here live for the collective bonus? Roll call while we're getting ready. This will be our final reading, guys. This is it. This is it. The final reading. We did not make the unlocked bonus. That's okay. That works for me. Where is the stars here? The other star. All right. Star moderator, are you ready to roll the dice? So what we got, for those of you who are new here, we're going to take the Zodiac dice and we're going to roll it a couple of times. And if your sign comes up or if you're cross-watching, this reading may be for you. Okay. But it's energetic. So even if your sign's not here and you feel guided to listen and listen to your intuition, then listen. Listen then. All right, Spirit, what signs need a reading for this evening? We have Virgo. Virgo is in the house. We also have Libra. Libra is here. We have Leo. We have Capricorn. Didn't get any water signs yet. We didn't get any water signs yet. We have Taurus. We get all of the earth signs. A lot of earth elements. And we have, there we go, Pisces. We did get some water signs. It's like, man, we got almost all earth signs, splash of air, and then Pisces. Let me give Star a second, and we'll get to it. All right, so we have Virgo, Libra, Leo. Oh, we did get a splash of fire. I thought we had air. We just have Libra then. So we got a little bit of everybody. All right. Collective. Here we go. Here we go. This is our last reading. Spirit, what is going on for the collective this week? Oh, we got the Emperor. Well, the Emperor is all 4 kings in one. It's also Aries energy. So this is an individual here who has massive authority and makes some very strategic moves. And if you're in that divine masculine energy, whether you're female or not, this is something here where you are unstoppable this week. Okay. You mean business. You are taking charge. Leadership. External reason for it. Oh. We have the 6 of Cups here reversed. Because you're the one who fits this role. You're the only one who's going to do it. All right. Everybody else is not qualified for this position, at least. Okay. Now, some of you, this is work related, but it's like there's something here where you are volunteering yourself this week and you're like, I'm doing it. It has to be me. It's got to be me. I don't know if you're the head of the household or what, but this is the Page of Cups here, reverse. There is someone here who, man, they fumbled this. Somebody here fumbled a situation. I'll help. They bit off more than they chew. They can't do it. So this is you cleaning up a mess. Now, is it someone else's mess? I think that because of whatever this person took on, they did it with a big heart. But this is a person here where it's like, yeah, I bit off way more than I chew. I'm going to need some help, but it's last minute help. Okay. This would be equivalent to your child coming in and saying, I have a report due tomorrow and I don't have all the materials. Can you go out? And it's 10 o'clock at night. Right. It's like, are you kidding me? How you're reacting to this. Nine of Pentacles. Okay. You're stable. You're qualified. You do best working on your own. But at the same time, you also feel you have to lead with example. So this is you, collective, leading by example this week. Now, if this is romantic, where an individual says they're going to be there for you, love bombs you, and then all of a sudden disappears or disappoints you. This is you knowing that this person was going to do this, but also being comfortable, being in your sovereignty, meaning like, okay, I'm fine on my own. Bigger opportunity, you're leading by example. Bigger opportunity here. Look at the 8 of Swords here. You got a lot of individuals here who have to start, manning up. These are individuals here who may not feel like they are capable of doing it, but also going, man, they're okay with it. They're not overreacting with it. They're just gonna do it, or they're gonna be in whatever they got to do. They're gonna have rules. There's gonna be consequences. There always are consequences with that Emperor. The Emperor makes hard decisions and it can do something and go forward, but also is going to make you pay. And it doesn't necessarily have an expectation of it. But if this is a relationship where an individual here all of a sudden disappears and does a disappearing act, and then you're okay all on your own, this could be a person who's going, oh shit, they're okay on their own. Yeah, because you don't need them. What's the gain out of this? What's the gain out of this is to gain a new perception. Also, some of you have to make a decision about if it's really like, because I do feel like there's consequences on this, but this is also an individual here who, however you're reacting, it's very much with inner authority. And this scares the hell out of this person. But at the same time, it leaves them thinking a new perception, new version of you. It's like, I'm not going to be able to get away with doing that to collective again. They mean business. It's almost like if a husband says, when the wife says, he's like, do you forgive me? And they're like, yeah, I'm fine. Like, as soon as they hear I'm fine, they know that it's not fine. They're in the doghouse. So this is an individual here who's got to look at that. Advice for you this week. Look at that. Queen of Coins. You got someone here. I mean, this person does have love for you, but it's also you being in the nurture energy of this is how you grow up. You know, you have to evolve. You have the King and the Queen of Coins here. So you're also supported in this manner here. And this could also be your inner support, meaning that this is also your support, is that you can see both sides. You know, you can also carry in that very feminine energy here of care, love, but also being very practical. Yeah, being very practical, because the reason things go your way or the way that you're manifesting is so that you release control of certain scenarios and you create something here of a better pattern for you. So this person here is learning a lot from you in a huge way by you leading as example. All right, the final message here, collective, from Auntie is, this week carries closing energy. You may feel less motivated to start something new and more inclined to finish, clear, or release something that doesn't belong to you. This is intentional. Pay attention to what feels complete, even if it ends quietly. Not everything needs a dramatic ending to be finished. And some of you, this is you leading the way to end something. All right, guys, those are the readings that we got here. Do want to give a shout out to my moderator, Star, and Isis and Papa for being here. Thank you, guys. And for all of you, I will be here live this week for pop-up faded dice stories. They are not scheduled yet because they're pop-ups, because you never know when they are. And I haven't scheduled Fridays yet. I will be scheduling that out tomorrow. Those are for the All Signs Love readings. Do want to point out, though, that we do have a giveaway that's going on over at Harmonia Friends Club, but also the All Signs mid-month check-ins are releasing inside the vault on Thursday. So if you are a member of the club, you have the ability here to see how your mid-month check-in is for the general readings. This is the giveaway that's going on here, the Path of Illumination. This is the January giveaway. It has more than just the Tarot Journal. It has the Ethereal Visions deck, which I love, and also includes a one-on-one session with me called it's one of my harmonic sessions called the Mirror Reflections, which goes really nicely with my Mastering the Mirror course that is becoming digital at the end of this month. All right, guys, you take care, and I will see you next time. Have a good evening.